What's up guys, my name is Ace, and today just a couple updates from the community update that we got yesterday from Sledgehammer. A lot of you guys have probably already seen this floating around on Twitter, or maybe some other YouTubers have talked about it. But first up, Ground War is coming to CoD WW2. This is something that Condry actually a few months back said that they wouldn't be implementing Ground War into the game because it just didn't fit with how they wanted the game to play, and the game wasn't designed around Ground War, even though several of these maps would be excellent for Ground War in my opinion. Of course, there's a few that I don't think will be in rotation for Ground War. These maps would be like USS Texas, obviously Shipment, I don't think that's going to be Ground War, and maybe Flak Tower, that's probably not going to be Ground War as well. But for pretty much all the other maps, I see that working just fine for Ground War, so that's awesome. We're finally going to be seeing that. It'll be interesting to see what game modes they decide to choose for rotation. Probably just what we've seen before, so like Team Deathmatch, Kill Confirmed, and Domination. Personally, I wouldn't mind just seeing Kill Confirmed and Domination. I think most of the time in the past, anytime I play Ground War, most people tend to vote for Domination. And if it comes up between Team Deathmatch and Kill Confirmed and there is no vote for Domination, most people lean towards Kill Confirmed. So, personally, I wouldn't mind if they just eliminated Team Deathmatch from that list, but that's just my thoughts. In any case, they did confirm that this is actually coming next week to the game, which is a really pleasant surprise. That came out of nowhere, it feels like, which is awesome. My guess is it would be later in the week. They tend to do the playlist updates where they change out game modes. They tend to usually do those on like Thursdays or Fridays, somewhere around then. So that's when I personally expect to see it, but it is also possible we'd see it earlier in the week as well, maybe on a Monday or Tuesday. The next big piece of news from this community update, and this one is huge, is it looks like they're going to be turning the headquarters into a multiplayer map. As you can see here from this image, this is just a little teaser that we got. They didn't say anything about it. They just posted this for us to talk and speculate and I guess build some hype for it. This is an idea that's actually been floating around the community, I think since launch. I remember seeing threads on Reddit and everything where people were saying, oh, wouldn't it be cool if we could play multiplayer on the headquarters area? And it looks like that's finally coming true. Now, a few things to note about this. First off, it looks like they really haven't changed anything with it. I thought if they were going to do this, they would have to make a few changes to make things balanced out, so they'd have to add certain pieces of cover here and there, and maybe move a couple things around and just change a few things with it so it actually plays like a multiplayer map. It doesn't really look like they're doing anything like that. It seems to be just the same old headquarters. Now, my thoughts on this is I think it could work just fine for a free-for-all style mode, which is what they showed in this teaser. They're playing free-for-all. I think that could work just fine because free-for-all, you can kind of just throw people on a map pretty much anywhere as long as there's a few pieces of cover and stuff, and it should generally work just fine. My concern is team-based game modes. If they're going to be doing team-based game modes on this without any alterations to the map, I don't think that will play very well at all. I really don't think it'll be a fun or balanced map. It'll be kind of neat at first, of course, because it's like that space that we've been in but we've never been able to play on. Of course, that would be kind of cool to experience that and actually be running around killing other people with your gun and everything like that. But for team-based game modes, I don't see how they're going to balance this map properly. As a result, I'm kind of hoping this is either just going to be a separate playlist and they never add it to regular rotation, or if they do add it to regular rotation, make it so it's just free-for-all style modes and not team-based modes. Of course, maybe I'm wrong about this, maybe they will launch it for team-based modes and it will actually play decently well, but at this point, I'm pretty skeptical with that. And with that, we're going to wrap up the video. I'd love to know in the comment section below, what are your guys' thoughts on this? First off, what are your thoughts on Ground War? Do you think it could play well in CoD WW2, with the exception of a few of those maps like I mentioned, or do you think those maps would be just fine in Ground War as well? Also, what are your thoughts on the headquarters becoming a multiplayer map? Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think it'll actually play just fine for team-based game modes? Or are you like me and you think it really will only work well for free-for-all? If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.